MrChill versus Checkmater.
All right.
Checkmater was the original favorite for the group. If you remember, he went up 2-1, I
Yeah.
believe. So we're gonna
Yeah.
see if.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
if he takes this one, he's still be looking pretty strong.
He'll at least get second in his group. If we're thinking about like MSL style groups, for example,
Ah, yeah, true.
he would definitely be the one that's seeded out of the group. And we have Checkmater as the yellow Zerg in the top left.
In the bottom right, it's the red Protoss, MrChill. I can say he's red from being like sunburned by the Australian sun, right?
So what's the weather like down there right now?
Right now, it's probably like I don't know. I'm not outside. Probably like 15 degrees.
What's that in American?
In American, it's 23 degrees Celsius, which I guess is about like 70. I don't really know. Maybe it's like 60. I don't know.
Okay,
It's just like a temperate day. It's fine. It's
okay.
nice.
But you guys are going into winter now, right?
Yeah, it's the late autumn right now.
So, first thing I want to say is that MrChill sent out his probe for his natural a little bit early. One of the rules of thumb for me when sending out the probe is when your second probe is, when your probe number 8 is already on the way, and you have just mined your 34th mineral, that's when you send the probe out. That's when you get the pylon out at the right time there. It's a little
That
bit
is
precise.
super specific. I love it.
It's super specific, but it's two things to just remember. It's like you're already making probes constantly, and then just wait for 34 minerals when you're at 7 out of 9, and you just go. That's the easiest way to remember, because that's the way that you don't end up dancing in your natural a little bit. And speaking of dancing in your natural,
Fair
I
enough.
think this pylon, I'm not 100% sure, but it might be a little bit forward. It's going to depend on, I have to see where the nexus is, because there was a recent post in FBW about having trouble where you place your wall on this position in particular. And part of the reason why is because they felt that they didn't have enough space behind the pylon in order to make a Hydra
Ah.
defense. But so I think this actually might be the right placement, because now you can fit
Well,
two
I mean,
rows
look
of
at
cannons.
this. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It
Yeah.
looks like you can fit 2 rows of ease.
And in the meanwhile, we haven't talked about Checkmater yet. I'm sorry about that. I believe he went over pool, and he's gonna
He
go
did
for his. Yeah,
indeed.
he's gonna go for his natural hatchery right now, and it's not gonna get blocked by Chill. Unfortunate.
Already positioning a drone for his third hatch as well down at the other hatch. Although that is like the closest one to his opponent. Like it takes slightly more to path to the other one, right? Or am I wrong about that?
To go to top as opposed to bottom left.
Yeah.
Uh, the
Well,
the
in any
one.
case, it's actually going into the main, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, no. The only difficulty with the bottom left position is because the Protoss third is closer to, but Protoss so rarely paths out of it. The major issue is that it's close by air distance, so like drop harass is very
Yeah.
popular over here. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad choice in the mid game. I think that this is a fine choice.
Well, he's in the main. I'm questioning if he's just hiding that so the pro doesn't find him, or if he's actually take the main. He's going to take the main.
oh no, he faked you out. Yeah, he juked you.
Okay.
He
I
juked
mean,
you.
if I was chill, I would have been fooled. Assuming
Yeah.
like somehow I could see his stuff. Nebula and
Oh,
backpack.
he's not even
Actually, he's
taking the
coming
base.
home.
Yeah, he's not taking the base. What is this?
Mind games.
And
I'm so
Checkmate,
faked out right now. I have no idea
Checkmater
what's going
needs to split up his Zerglings, I feel like. Oh, no, never mind. The probe does go down. He's going for the near third.
on.
Okay, I think that was just a scouting drone that went astray. It
Yeah,
is
okay, that's been unfortunate.
it is way more popular nowadays to take your near third. The major reason for that is because instead of going for like the turtley 4 base, 4 gas, 4 hatch play, what you do is you build an extra 5th or 6th or 6th hatchery at your third. And
You know, I didn't notice till now, but he took gas before his third hatch.
that's actually a little bit normal. Well, it's
Oh,
been
really?
normalized
Oh.
recently, and the reason why is because you can get your Spire faster, and that way you don't lose your first Overlord to the first Corsair.
Okay.
So
Is
it's
it worth it though? Like, one overlord's only 100 minerals. How much income are you losing by doing this?
well, that's a good question. I think that it also contributes to the lack of map control from Corsairs. Like they can't scout as amicably
True.
throughout the
Nice
map.
scout blocking there, by the way.
Yeah, the hold ramp is really crucial. You don't the Protoss in this case, Chill. He does not know whether or not it's going to be more Hydras, more Zerglings. Well, more Zerglings or
Has he
Hydras.
even scouted the third hatchery?
No, he has not. And by the way, it should be noted that he did add a second cannon because I think he saw that there was 6 Zerglings, so he added
Yes,
a panic
quite.
second cannon, which is not necessarily wrong, but I feel like he at that point could have done without. You could just kind of pro block until you get the requisite zealot count. And the
Yeah,
cybernetics,
still is pumping out the zealots.
the cybernetics core is actually quite late. He should have gone cybernetics core before the second zealot, before the first zealot rather, and I feel like that might slow him down a little bit. So with the earlier gas, if you think about it this way, right, the Spire is already starting and no Stargate up for MrChill. That's not where you want to
Yeah,
be.
that's scary. I mean, if he was electing to go Mutalisk, this would be super scary.
Yes.
But I don't think he will, just because he hasn't taken any more gas yet.
Yeah, in general, the Stargate should be coming up on time with the layer just about finishing, I think. It's something like within like 10% of either. Like you're
Even including this gas first build?
even including this gas first build, yes.
Okay.
So Stormy's saying that the gateway was kind of late, so that's why that I didn't notice. Maybe I didn't look at it, but maybe Stormy saw it. Is the fact that he went 2 cannons before gateway, which would contribute to the later Corsair timing. Sorry about that.
Oh, I didn't see that. That would definitely make sense.
But it is gonna be. It's looking like it's gonna be 5-hatch Hydra from Checkmater. He's going for the 3-hatch Spire, 5-hatch Hydra build, which has been standard for forever.
He's setting up to put the Hydra Den down. No, he's making Mutalisks, dude. Only
That
a few.
is. If I saw the 4th hatchery with my probe, I would be like, he's going Hydra. I can't believe the fact that he. I mean, it must be the fact
how
that
many is he making though? He's making like 3.
Yeah.
Is he gonna make more?
Is it a fake? That's what I'm thinking at this point. And I mean, MrChill sees that there's 5 hatcheries now, or at least that there's most likely going to be 5 hatcheries, because the 5th hatchery generally
He's a nice
goes into the
little
3rd. So with these Muta and the Scourge, yeah, I think he might be able to at least scare MrChill, because there's absolutely no anti-air defense so far. There's only the first Sarah on the way.
Not even 1 cannon, yeah.
These first 2 Scourge trade?
Whoa!
No.
He just drives right past him.
Yeah, just passing by. It's cool. You go that way, I go this way, bro. It's kind of like when you're in a turnaround and you don't know what the law is. You're just kind of like, eh.
It's okay, they're gonna collide again anyway. Oh!
Roundabout,
okay.
I meant.
Oh, yeah. Can he get back to the safety of the cannons? I mean, the Mutalisks are there, but they're not going to kill it, are they? So I think he can make it. And he's making the cannons in his main now, wisely. Although they're not going to be done in time. He really needs to use the natural here. Oh, I got to say, that's like a poor decision that he didn't keep running there to the natural.
Yeah, you want to run to the cannons, and you want to be able to grab him right before, because if you run directly on top of a cannon, you're not going to, the Scourge are not going to die in time to the cannon fire. So you want to run to the cannons and then a little bit further. But there is a fatty number of Zealots out. I mean, he did make that Zealot early, so he does have that going for him. Scourge production is going to be constant. Sorry, go ahead.
These Mutalisks are just kind of like a waste of money at this point, though, because he's going to have +1 and like 4 Corsairs. Or was it 3?
I don't agree. I mean, he saw that the Sarah was late. He forced the addition of 4
Special
cannons.
Forces Zealots right now, sneaking just past vision range.
He forced
the
the
there's
addition...
actually nothing up here. Oh my god.
He forced
No, don't turn around. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
It's okay. He forced the addition of 4 cannons. I would trade 4 cannons for like before Mutalisk even pop, or like right after Mutalisk pop for Mutalisk. I mean, and there's actually 8 Mutalisks now, and they're doing damage. The Sares cannot fight this until they have at least 5 with +1 air. +1 air never started, so he needs. Actually,
no, it's done.
I lied. Yeah, I don't understand. How does he have on time +1 air but late Sarah? That boggles me a little bit. But yeah, so he's still only 1 Sarah away from being able to fight any air presence, and Hydra's already out on the map. Templar Archives just finished. Do we see the added gateways? Yes, we do. Very nice play from MrChill here. Great stuff. But the 6-hatch is going strong. 6-hatch Hydra pump.
It's a good economy. And these Mutalisks give them a lot of utility, like pick off Templars,
yeah.
Clean up if there's only Zealots left, or a couple goons or something. So I don't know, I'm liking Checkmater's position a lot. Now he's even hitting this wall, and like, Chill isn't really prepared. He lost all the Zealots too.
Judging from how this game started, nice pick off.
No,
never mind, I lied.
Oh, I don't think he should have stayed though. Oh, Quirf. Oh, he's going to finish him off. I mean, I kind of like that because he knows the Hydras won't kill him instantly, or he needs to be careful. But now, does he have a free hand to go mess with Overlords? I mean, Scourge can come out, but he has +1 of a decent number of Corsairs. Oh, that's a great pick off. Wow, he hasn't lost a single one. Really great micro so far from Chill. Really just playing it close there, but it worked.
Honestly, as Protoss, what I can say is that you have to do a lot of damage with your Sarah in order to hold this off at this juncture, because, I mean, I do think that the Mutalisks were nearing the end of their time as being valuable units in this game. So picking off a Templar, limiting the Storm count was a great play. And he's forced so many more cannons.
Oh, he keeps it alive. Well, they are doing work. It's just the thing is, yeah, he needs to get his cannons up. Storm is not quite finished, unfortunately, so it looks like
Storm's
Zerg will be able to get in here.
I didn't even realize that Storm was not finished, yeah.
And he's losing Corsairs as we speak, so the outlook is bad.
I mean, it's still a decent hold from him. He managed to hold on. He did lose all his Sairs. It's better to just run away sometimes. But
yeah, I mean, the thing is, he supply blocked the Zerg, so crucially reinforcements are going to be arrived just now when he's most vulnerable. But I don't think it's worth losing all those Corsairs, and I don't think he needed to lose all, especially that one.
Yeah, there's so many Hydra here now. Even with 3 Storms in the package, potentially by the time all these Hydras collect, I'm not sure with
more gates.
Yeah, with good dodges, this could be decent. But at the same time, the Zerg is supply blocked. MrChill should be adding gates at this point, recognizing that he needs to go for a mid-game control of the.
Overextends that Templar again. Whoa. Okay, just get sort of saved. Nice pullback there.
I'm not sure about all these move outs from.
Yeah, there's not enough zealots. That storm was not the best.
That was the Bermuda Triangle of storms, basically. And this Templar does not have enough energy again. He formed an Archon here, but without enough support, I don't think he recognized that there were so many Hydras waiting out there.
Yeah.
This move out in general was just suspect. I think he should have waited for 8 gates and tried to reclaim control of that. But that storm was good.
His own zealots. No, he hit his own zealots way more.
But at least he cleaned up. I don't know why he sent out this pugilist Templar out here to fight with them, but
yeah, pugilist Templar. That's what we need.
I mean,
that'd be awesome if they just go and grapple like a man with the Hydralist. I don't want to fight a Hydralist in unarmed combat, dude. They literally have knives on their arms.
Yeah, you know that Hydras used to have a melee attack back in the day?
Really?
Yeah,
well,
in like Alpha.
That was melee like animation in StarCraft 2. Like, what would it do differently? Do more damage?
I don't think it did more damage. I think it was just I don't know. That's why they.
Oh, so the same as like in StarCraft 2 now.
I didn't know that StarCraft 2 they have a melee attack. I didn't know that.
Well, it's a melee animation. When they're in melee range, they'll just do a different animation, hit things with their knife arms.
But what if they benefited from a close range attack as a result, like melee attack?
Like more damage? Well, they'd be much better against Zealots, that's for sure.
No, melee upgrades, as in like Zergling upgrades. That would be a question. See, like that could actually neuter the Hydralisk a little bit if they did less damage when the Zealots are up close in the face of the Hydralisk. Just
that would make it really tactical. I mean, it's probably too harsh a nerf for Zerg to withstand, but it would still be cool.
You're only saying that because you're a Terran main. As a Protoss main, I'm all for Blizzard reintroducing that in patch 2.50 or whatever, right? Like, bring it back.
Okay, whatever. I mean, Hydralisks are already kind of a bad unit in my opinion. I mean, yeah, they feature heavily in PvZ, but it's still kind of just like... They're just there. They're just like, you know, can attack you and do damage, but they don't have any like redeeming features in my opinion. Man, that storm!
Fucking storm! Oh my god!
Jesus!
Jeez. Dude, those 2 storms
melt. See, Hydras suck. Told you.
I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna let you talk. I'm not gonna talk about Hydras because you don't want to get me started. But going back to this game, though, I mean, he's doing a great job holding it. Now he's up to 9 gates. He recognizes the issue that he needs to reclaim map control here. And to be 100% fair, Checkmater's not doing much to capitalize on his map control. No Hive, no Queen's Nest. This is his plan. His plan has been 3-Edge Hydras, and Chill is holding on. Surprisingly.
Well, he loses all his Templars again here, I think, though. Oh, no, you know, he's going to clean up. That's targeting, though. Wow, he's actually going to get out. And as you say, yeah, he's just... Checkmater was sort of just had his foot on the gas. He didn't really think about what happens afterwards. Wow, that Archon survives on 2 HP.
Yeah, this is the beautiful Archon.
Oh, my God. The Overlords. If he had Corsairs right now.
I love the DT send out, by the way. He's going to try to scout for the 4th base of Checkmater. Once he sees that there's no 4th base, he's going to feel good. But this Templar is going to get sniped? Okay, so now MrChill has to run back, and the Archon gets sniped.
Pure Zealot. 2 HP, so, you know.
Yeah, but no Lurker even in sight for Checkmater. I mean, there's already observers out, but at the same time, we have to note MrChill,
This
no
is enough
third
zealots
base.
though, right? Can't he just attack with these zealots? That's a lot of zealots.
That is
And they have +2 against
yes,
0 upgrades at all in
yes, he
Preserve.
could do it. He should do it, considering the fact that there's lurkers out there. I think he overestimates
Oh
what his
man.
opponent has.
Yeah, in
Oh,
fact,
he's
this is
going.
actually perfect.
Oh,
If he
he's
attacked
going.
earlier, he wouldn't have morphed the eggs, but now he can just surround the eggs.
Oh, he has to go.
And that's going to be a huge loss for the Zerg.
He has to go. Well,
Well,
actually,
what
I think
happens if he
no,
died?
canceling lurker upgrade doesn't cost you anything.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like buildings. It's more like a.
But it's still a huge loss for the Zerg
Oh,
since he's going to kill
no.
them. Wow, that storm is so well timed. Wait,
I'm not.
did
Yeah,
the
he
Zerg
lost
die?
he lost his observer,
Oh,
and
it would have been perfect.
one storm, I believe, brings down lurkers to like 10 or 15 health, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So
that's
that
right.
was not enough. He lost his
But he has
observer.
enough storms. He has enough storms. He can pick off those 2 clumped ones, which would be nice. But hey, the zealots are free. They can just go mess with this base actually, so it's still pretty good. I still think he did a lot with those zealots.
Yeah, no,
And he's
absolutely.
still
I mean, it
going
could have done it could have gone better. It could have gone way, 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 way,
Oh,
way,
the
way
block!
worse.
Wait, no, that's not a block at all. Oh.
And no, what's called no static defense here. Usually with like a sunken and like an
Yeah.
Evo chamber, this could be still problematic for 8 zealots to run in. But at this juncture, it's not. But it's still
And
again.
there's no like Hydra friendly SimCity, by the way. Since those zealots have +2 and the drones have +0 armor, they can actually 2-shot, which is super painful. Man, they just like kill everything, move on to the next base. Okay, they can't fit through this one. This is a SimCity.
Wow, that is a fantastic
Nice
point,
micro.
by the way, for the 2-shot. I did not know that actually. I thought that it's always going to be 3-shot until +3. But
Well,
I guess
the thing is, the zealots would have to attack at the same time because
Yeah.
of the regen, but I mean, most of the time they sort of when there's this many zealots running in, usually it's like 3 on a drone or something like that.
yeah,
Wow,
Tim's,
10 plus device on 2 HP. I mean, this is not enough Hydras with good storms. Even just with semi-decent storms, you can crush this little army here. Okay, that wasn't.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
he needs to
That's
be
all he
careful
needs.
with his
Those are all the storms
observers.
he needs.
The Pugilist
Yeah, he loses
Templar
his
and the
observers.
observers, yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, even the Templars of Energy, I feel like he's not utilizing very quickly.
Mhm.
Like his storms always seem a bit late. There's that one godly storm, but other than that,
Okay, so I have to correct you real quick because we have the god himself, Mr. Tim, saying that regen happens on the first frame after an attack, and
oh,
zealot
I thought there was like a second's delay, or like less than a second, I guess.
Yeah.
All right then.
and the
We're
zealot
two-shotting drones.
the zealot is zealot attack is split into 2 parts. So it's
Yeah.
actually doing 7 and 7. So you're always gonna have at least a frame in between any attack. So for anyone
Well,
watching,
in
I don't.
10 in this case.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you for getting that wrong, and I thought that was like, wait, that's crazy. Like I didn't know that, but it makes sense. Thank you, Tim, for being in here to correct us when us lower level casters, lower level human beings are casting the game.
You dare call him a human being? I think I didn't know it was so fast, even like a single frame. That's crazy.
Well, you said you were not lemon. That means that you might be human. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Could be, could be.
Okay.
You don't know though. All you know for sure is I'm not a lemon.
So MrChill finally
Yeah.
taking his 3rd base. I feel like this is a little bit later than it should be, but it's definitely enough to hold out against what Checkmater is doing. Because it feels like Checkmater had
Yeah.
a mid-game plan, and then nothing later. He's still on layer. He thinks that he
Yeah,
can
I
still
think
win.
he's kind of gonna get payback for his aggression basically because, like you say, he's not really gone anywhere from just 5-hatch Hydra. Oh, okay, he's
And
6
he's-
hatches now, but still.
Yeah, and he's at 0-0 still to this moment. So he
Ooh,
literally just
man.
went for all the marbles in
Plus
one
3
attack.
just finished. Plus 3 just finished. Oh my god.
Great timing from Chill right there.
Watch these Hydras melt. Nice storm. Oh, nice flank, but it's not enough. That's only 4 Hydras. Even storms them well. Well, that fight, his storms were right on point, and he's just standing here in the blood of dead Hydra. Let's go in there and kill him. Go. There we go. Yeah, no, Checkmater.
And this is a
so
wrap.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I feel like there was a throw by Checkmater, but also, yeah, but also,
tries to storm the hatchery.
but also some advantage. Well, some credit has.
I mean, it
Correction,
was
a
scary.
lot of
It was
credit.
very chill to hold on there, and then he sort of barely
Yeah.
managed it.
A lot of credit has to be given to Chill as well for holding that, for recognizing the situation, perhaps a little bit late in adding the gates. Woo! The no GG though.
Ooh, that's a bit rude. Maybe he did it in an ally chat. Wait, would we still be able to...
Yeah, no, it might have been ally chat. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
It was ally chat. No offense to anybody, but congratulations to MrChill for pulling that one back out of the gutter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on his
Yeah.
last 2 mineral patches
Yeah,
in his natural
absolutely.
base. He went the extra mile to make that happen.
So checkmate is 2-2. What's chill? 1-1, is it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Alrighty.